What is up, everybody? Huge1 here with another update on the season schedule so far, as well as the league standings between everybody. This is the end of the second period, so we are once again going over the results of period number 2, and it looks like to me that the standings have changed. As you can see, in the Premier League, as you see in the score lines, Minecraft Survival is now in the relegation spot. However, games like Fortnite and Fish, they're still trying to avoid that relegation spot. While Minecraft Creative and Roblox are fighting to win the league entirely. However, Roblox has got a big lead over that right now. They have a 14-point lead over the second player. So Roblox is likely going to be Season 6 champions if they continue to hold on to that number 1 spot in the Premier League. In the Championship League, it is a different story. They're fighting to get a spot promoted up a league, and right now Blox Fruits remains dominant in that as they continue to inspire players to play. And we're going to see them come on Monday for their next Premier League stream, or their next championship stream, I'm sorry. However, their TSB is no longer in the bottom 2, meaning they're now set to stay in this league if they are going to remain there. Deathball will now take their place as they are now in the bottom 2. If they finish, if both Deathball and Valorant finish in those bottom 2 spots, they will be going down to League 1 and will become a night stream next season, which a lot of people won't like that because I know very well a Roblox game in the nighttime, not as many people are going to be able to join because of school or just straight up bedtime if you live in America. Considering a lot of my fans are from across America in a different country. So, yeah. That's what they're playing for. That's what the games in the championship are playing for, to stay at to become a day stream in the next season. In League 1, they're actually fighting for the opposite, to move from the night stream to day stream. And now the standings have changed. Bed Wars remains in number 1 for that first promotion spot. However, Hypercards has moved up to 2nd and are likely going to be promoted if they continue to score the amount of points that they scored. However, their Halo Infinite multiplayer has scored points, which means and since they have an advantage because of the current period results, Starlit Cart is now in last in that group and is set to get relegated. And you don't want to get relegated down to League 2 because that is known as the League of Death, and only where 5 go in, 1 comes out alive. And speaking of League 2, the results are still the same. Evade is still going to be the sole survivor here so far. Rest of them will be replaced by the GA Cup winners of this season. And here is the updated power rankings. Starting from the top, Blox Fruits has gone up 1 spot. They were in 2nd place last period. Roblox went down 1 spot. They were in 1st last period. They now remain in 2nd. In 3rd is the Strongest Battlegrounds. They went up 8 spots from last period, which they were in 11th last period. So they jumped up very far. In 4th is Bed Wars, moving up 5 spots from the first period. They were in 9th last period. In 5th is Fish. They moved up 3 spots. They were in 8th last period. So it's good to see that Fish is starting to climb once again, because they've been going through a lot of problems recently with the player counts dwindling ever slowly. In 6th, moving down one spot, is Asphalt Legends Unite, which I noticed that the game wasn't as popular as it was in the first stream. It's probably meant to be an afternoon stream, maybe. In 7th place, moving down one spot, is Deathball, after their... I'm guessing, I guess I could say the same reason for Asphalt. It just does better during noon streams than morning streams. In 8th, moving up 5 spots from 13th place to 8th, goes to Hypercarts. They're on the rise right now. In 9th, moving down 5 spots, is Minecraft Creative. Previously, they were in 4th last period. Well, now they're down in 9th. Next, in 10th, moving down 3 spots, is Minecraft Survival. Now, what do I got to say about both of these Minecrafts is, I'm guessing in the initial launch of the season really kicked Minecraft off, but then it just quickly fell apart afterwards. And it's now slowly dwindling back to its old numbers. In 11th place, moving up 3 spots from last period, is Evade. And in 12th, remaining in 12th for the second period in a row, is Valorant. They will remain in 12th. Moving now, the biggest change is in 13th, moving down 10 spots, is Fortnite. Previously in 3rd, there's some real problems going on with this game right now. Y'all can tell me that there is a problem with the new mini season just by looking at the power rankings, and Fortnite just went down like 10 spots because they're not getting enough views to sustain themselves. Like, the views tell me that this season is bad and they need to make better seasons. I like the season that they made. I like the idea, but most of the others don't, and that's what matters here. And that, my friends, is why Fortnite is now in 13th in the power rankings. I know it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, especially Blake, but sorry to say it, but as long as games like Valorant are getting more views than Fortnite, then they're just going to continuously be this low in the power rankings. In 14th, moving down 4 spots, is Destiny 2. They're falling off immediately after the first stream. Ignore my lesson alarm. I already did it. Screw you, Duolingo. I need to get rid of that alarm. I don't need it. I don't need an alarm to do my lesson on Sunday. I don't know why that's an alarm. Alright, moving up 4 spots from dead last is the finals. They're finally getting some views. People are finally showing this game some love that they deserve, because I know they don't deserve to be 20th. Because there are 2 games that I would rather it go to, and conveniently, they're actually both in the bottom 2, which I'll get to that in a second. Next up is Karting League, staying in 17th from the previous period. They will remain there again. In 18th is Halo Infinite Multiplayer, remaining there again for another period. Starlit Adventures will remain in 19th like they did last period, and moving down 5 spots last period, for going down from 15th, and now we're in 20th, where I think they should be, Starlit Kart. Now, the reason why I said both Starlit Adventures and Starlit Karts deserve to be in the bottom 2 is because these games are not really developed that well in terms of it being multiplayer, or they don't update their games enough. They don't maintain their games enough. Like, you should at least update your games like that or something. Or at least add a game mode to where the goal is to survive as long as possible against another player. They got to add some kind of PvP in Starlit Adventures. And Starlit Carts, I'm pretty sure we're going up against bots every time. Because if we're playing the same people over and over again, and then... But then again, it's just like, why? So yeah, that is basically the power rankings for this period. Now I'm going to look at the blue tea schedule for the third period. This is what it looks like right here. There will be no Liverpool stream in the third period because the last day of the third period is on Friday. And for another thing, there won't be one in the fourth either because we got Women's Wine coming up that week, meaning I cannot even do that stream even if I wanted to because they made the decision to schedule our game at 3 o'clock, which is unfortunate. So I won't be able to I will not be able to live stream our game against the Brighton Seagulls, unfortunately. And that is simply because when the match ends is the same time when my work shift starts at 5 o'clock. So I'll probably be able to watch most of the game, though, before I have to leave. Let's just hope we don't have a squad that chokes leads and gets diarrhea pooped on by the Brighton Seagulls, which has happened to Manchester United before. But we're not Manchester United. We're Liverpool, and we are way better than they are, especially after today. But back to the schedule, though. Everything is in Eastern times, and this is what it looks like. So if you guys haven't taken a good look at it, take a screenshot if you want, because I don't think everybody is in the Discord server. But this is the schedule for this period, which is going to be running from Monday till Friday. All 5 days of the school week are going to be in it. Fourth period will begin on Saturday. So this is the last period of the first quarter, so we got to get ready for the first intermission report, which is going to be after the third period expires. So yeah, that is this period's review, and hope to see you guys in the third period. Let's go.